YouTubers, Electric Adventures here with another package in the mail. Very special one that I've waited a very long time for. I mean, the person sent it at the appropriate time. No, it's just a device that's been in development for quite some time, and this is the new version of that particular device. So the batch coincided with when I had the money, and obviously when they came out. And I actually missed out on the first lot and had to wait till the second lot, so I'm very lucky to get one. They were very, very popular. So we have a box. It's all the way from Spain, and it's wrapped up very well, which is always nice to see. That's right, I forgot there are actually two items in here. Now the first thing is, and this is the main device, is, so we're going MSX again, and it's the Mega Flash ROM SCC Plus SD cartridge. Comes in quite a nice little professional box, the same size as the small Japanese boxes, which I actually love this size. I wish I had more titles this size. The only one I've got is Nemesis 3, so they've done a very nice job on the box work. It's got nice artwork all around. There's, without my fingers over it, there's even a 2D barcode there for people. There's a bit of details on the back. So we have 8192K of flash ROM, so you can program that. It has an SCCI and PSG built in, so extra sound processors, and that's to support the games that came with extra sound chips in them, the economy ones with the SCC chip, and not 100% sure about which one the PSG is. I need to learn more about this. I made a mistake in a recent video where I was saying SCC and I meant FM chipset, which is what the MSX2 Plus has in it. Now mappers, these are how the memory beyond, because a Z80A can only naturally access 64K at any one time, but it can access more in banks, and the way you access that banks is usually called mapping. So there are different mapping techniques. So it supports ASCII 8/ASCII 16, Konami and Konami SCC, linear 48K and 64K. So they're all the different modes that natively match. So that means any of the cartridges that use those methods to access or to have titles larger than 64K, because you can get some quite big MSX cartridges with quite big games in it. It will support all of those different types. And what you do, you load from the SD card into the flash memory your cartridge, these larger cartridge images, and then boot from the flash memory, and it's just as if you're using the real cartridge. Because although I love collecting from my MSX, there are titles that I'll never get hold of in my wildest dreams. And also there's some most excellent Japanese RPGs, but that's no good because I can neither read kanji or speak much Japanese. So you can get fan translated ones, which a lot of people have been very busy, so I'll be able to play some of those RPGs and do some videos on those. So the SD interface supports MMC, SD, SDHC with a high transfer speed and recovery mode as well. So very comprehensive thing. There's been various versions of this over the years, but this is the very latest one now. So I'm trying to open the end of the box and it actually opens at the front. Silly me. So there's the cartridge. So they've done it in quite a nice cartridge style, which is like a Konami style case, just a generic MSX logo on the back. I'm not 100% sure whether these are the same cartridge cases as the one I'm getting for my games. And there's the single SD slot in the back. There was a dual SD slot one, but I really couldn't go that far as expense, and I didn't really see myself needing two SD slots. I thought it was a bit of an overkill, but other than that I believe this is exactly the same as the dual SD slot one. It's just got one SD slot. So there we go, and it even comes in a lovely little box. I really do love the quality that is being done with modern new releases for old systems. And then along for the ride, never played this game before, so this is a modern title for the MSX system, and it's called Jetpack. Very nice artwork on there, and once again in the in the small cardboard type, and we've got a few screenshots back there. So I know some people might be thinking jetpack, sorry I'm trying to get this to focus, jetpack on the Spectrum, which I believe had a sequel, and maybe this is related to that, to the sequel to Jetpack, because it does look rather more complicated than the single screen shooter that was Jetpack. So you've got to go down under the ground. So fly into caves will help with your jetpack, getting rid of dangerous creatures with your mid-range laser gun, dodging through a way full of twists and turns. So very, very nice. So it's an MSX1 game as well. So that's my very first homebrew brand new game that I've ever got from my MSX machines. So opening it up, we have the cartridge and a little manual. So we'll just look at the cartridge first, otherwise I'll drop everything. So once again, it's in those same cases. Very nice label, very professionally done, and it wraps all the way around the back too, so very little chance of it coming off. I actually quite like these cartridge cases. And we have the manual. So there it is there, same artwork as the front and the back of the cartridge. So very little writing, of course. That's not going to focus, is it? There we go. So, and it's in colour too, which is very impressive. So they've done a very good job. There we go. I think I need some compressed air to clean my camera. It's working, it's just a bit slow. And a nice little note there, same speed at 50 and 60 Hz, so you don't get different sound music. Okay, and it does have an enhanced sound depending on what you've got in your machine. So, alright, some great little a game and a cartridge to play with. So I shall put together a demonstration of the game and a bit of a play with the SD flash card. That may take me a few days, so there'll probably be a large gap between this initial video and the rest of the footage that you'll see following. But alright, let's go and have a look. Right, here we go with Jetpack for MSX1, written in 2009 by Imanok. And I'm going to let this intro music play for a while because it's excellent. So this is using an enhanced sound chip on the card. And using some quite clever colour effects on this actual title screen as well to achieve quite a colourful picture. So Jetpack, Jupiter Elite Troop Power Field Company. Alright, we better get on with it now. Okay, so we fly along and we can shoot. And we can hold the button down. So not that I expected, it's a side-scrolling shooter. Oops. Obviously not a good thing to get hit by rocks. Grab some sort of power up. I take it it's bad to fall into that stuff down there. Oh, and it's bad to hit things. Right, so that power gives you more energy. And your energy is slowly going down. As you're flying. Now these bee things won't leave me alone. You don't seem to be able to shoot them either. Oh yes, just have to shoot them a lot more. Ah! Dead. And I did. Ran out of power. Oh, this isn't too bad. This is actually quite a surprise. I knew absolutely nothing about this game. I'm like, ah. When I ordered it to come along with the other cartridge. Made it through this time. Oh, I need that energy, and I messed up. Seems to be a bit of a scanner on the right hand side there as well. Okay, there is a strategy to those. Ah. Ooh, I'm not doing very good, but I actually quite like this game. It's actually very well made. Okay, don't waste the energy this time. Sooner. Oh, need that. Right, made it through. Oh, some sort of red box. Whoops, ow! Actually did hit it. Okay, we've got to get closer to it. Oh, with barely any energy left, I made it. I suppose not too bad for my very first game, so... Okay. Well, we'll see how far we get to this second level. Considering this is my last live. What are these things? Oops. Ow. It's actually got quite good attack patterns that are hard to work around, and the fact that you have to constantly fight against gravity as well. Ah, there we go. I'm gone. Well, what a surprise. There we go. It was a great little shoot 'em up. And seriously, it wasn't very expensive at all, so my congratulations to the author. Very polished title, and shows what original MSX hardware can be pushed to with the right programmer behind it. Alright, let's go and try the flash cart. Right, here we go, testing out the SSE flash card. Now I've got it in my MSX2, so it does actually act a little differently in an MSX1. MSX2 you get this file browser, which obviously there must be some limitation why it can't run. I know on MSX1, MSX1 doesn't have this video mode. It may actually work in my 7th Gen Express because it's got the MSX2 chipset. We'll have to wait and see and try that later. I just thought about that. So we'll quit out of this menu. So this is like a file browser. Right, back to the A drive, which is the basic contents of the flash ROM, which it maps a device to the A drive. Yeah, so I've put my SD card in there, so we'll, whoops, maybe if I type correctly, and go into basic, so you can see next all basic version 2.01 beta 1. There might be updates to this already, so but anyway, that's alright. We'll call fdisk because we're going to partition my mini SD card. Now I had to go to the shop and get some mini SD cards because they didn't have any left, and I didn't want to overwrite any of my other ones. Now I bought a couple of 8s. They weren't very expensive, but I hope I haven't bought them too big. I believe you can have more than one device, so there we go. It's found one Mega Flash ROM, so you actually have more than one. So I'll press 1 there. Now on that we have the Mega Flash ROM's ROM disk, and number 2, which is this U08G, which is obviously the ID on my mini SD card. Okay, we're not getting... Okay, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, so we've got gone into our flash card, and we can see that it's 7580, so it is actually detecting that it's an 8 meg flash card. So we'll select that one. Now there will be one Windows partition on there at the moment, which is no good. We'll be FAT32. We don't want that, so we want to delete all partitions. Yes. Add one 4 megabyte. That's a bit big for MSX1. Just check that right. So to make it sure we're MSX1 compatible, because we only want a FAT12, not a FAT16 to be MSX1 for this first partition at least, we'll do 16 megs. Now it says you can specify in K or megs, so we'll go for that. And there we go. We'll add. Now it's got. We'll add a second one. So we've just got a couple of partitions to play with, and we'll write the partitions to disk. Okay. So now we can escape out of there. Goes back to basic, and we'll reset. Nice MSX logo again. I'll come up on the next door interface. Yeah, so these are the original files on there. I haven't actually played with this thing to see how you change drives. So there's the path up there. Tree. Let's try tree. Just have a bit of a play. Volume. Can you go up? Drive A. Yeah, I don't think we've mapped. We've got to map drives as well. So we'll quit out of there. Just back to basic. Now what we do is we call map drive, that's what the command stands for, and we're going to map B : to partition 2. By the way, if we do files, we'll get our A drive. If we do files B, oh God, getting rusty. Oh, okay, there's no, file not found. So there we go, we haven't got anything on there at the moment. So, okay, now to get back into DOS, we go call system. And type directory, see our A drive. Have a look at our B drive. Got 0 files at the moment. Let's copy everything across to there so we can back it up. Working quite well. Alright, what I might do is shut down now and pause, and I'll just go and chuck a couple of ROMs on my on that partition on the flash card, and we can try loading one and see how we go. Okay, back again. Now once again, the MSX2 has more utilities, so I've put some ROMs onto my B drive. Now you actually press, oh, there's the general help. Go back. But when you go to tree, and press F1, it allows you to change the drive. So that's what I did. That then goes into your various ROMs. I've just grabbed a few ROMs to things, and then to actually automate it already, to write a ROM onto the flash ROM, is you just press enter, and it goes and executes the command for you. Or you can go into basic, and there's a command line called OPFXSD with some optional commands after it that'll write that ROM. So we've written that ROM there. I'm not sure whether we can execute. Yeah, okay, let's execute a DOS command. Now if we reset now, hopefully we'll go straight into that ROM. Let's see what happens. And there we go, we've booted straight in. Sorry, I've got my sound turned up here. So Qbert, I don't think I've got this cartridge, so it's not quite the same as other versions. As we can see, so diagonals, I'm pressing directions. Alright, so now I'll reset again and press the escape key. There we go, it skipped booting the ROM. Right, so it's gone into there, so we go tree, press F1, we want to go into B drive, go in there, so let's try shoot 'em up. Now obviously I'm doing one ROM at a time here. It actually has a mechanism set up where you make yourself a list in a text file of a set of ROMs, so that you can have about quite a few of them, like 500 or something like that, and you put them all together and you write that whole ROM set onto the cartridge, and then it'll pop up with a menu and load each of them. So well, let's try this. I've never seen R-Type on MSX. So I'm not going to do a full game demo, this is only really playing with this flash card. So here we go, R-Type. Fairly not that colourful. Too bad. See how my charge goes. There we go. And I mean, as an example, this game, if you wanted to buy it, there are copies around. You're looking at least $100, and that's probably only for a loose cartridge. A complete copy of R-Type on MSX, I have not seen a copy under about 120 ever, and probably about now 150. So the Mega Flash card, excellent work by these guys. It's a very polished product now. It's not the first version of it, so they've had a few iterations and goes at getting it right, and I'm going to get a lot of use out of it. Alright, thanks for watching this video, thanks to all my subscribers, and I'll catch you all next time.